I always believed in God. I was a Christian growing up. Jesus never said worship me. Jesus never said pray to me. And if Jesus had his face on the ground and he was praying, if he was God in the flesh, who would he be praying to? And I would ask the pastors in the church, I would say, well, Jesus is God in the form of flesh. So God came into Jesus's body, but Mary gave birth to Jesus. So you're telling me Mary gave birth to God? Everything was always about Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then the Trinity didn't make sense to me. It's like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, 1 + 1 + 1 does not equal 1. I believe that God is one. When I learned that there was only one Quran and not a single letter has changed, I was like, oh. And then as I started to read the Quran, it just felt right. You just know that it's just like there's something that your heart just lights up and you're like, okay, this is it. And that's something that I think born Muslims will not understand. It's a way that you just, it's like you, I don't know, you just know. And you're happy when it happens, and then you run to it and then hopefully stick to it.
The more that I started to research Christianity, the more I was like, why the heck have I believed this for so long? And I really do truly believe that any Christian that actually takes the time to study Christianity and what it is, like in a really in-depth way, I don't think they would stay Christian, honestly, because it just doesn't make sense. If we think about specifically the Gospels, and as a Christian, if you read the Bible, right, if Christians even read the Bible, often it's read in a chronological, like you start at the beginning and you go to the end. And it was when I was looking into Islam that I was really encouraged to read specifically the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, side by side, and to go through, read it verse by verse. And when you do that, you really actually start to see that there's major discrepancies that happen. And then learning that Jesus himself never calls himself God. And that the more that I started to research, I was just like, what? Like, what is this? And why have I never learned any of this? And I felt really cheated. And so once I started to read that, then of course I was like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. But I'd never been put into a situation where I had to question it.